gonna tell y'all what really shifted me. Okay, so what really shifted me was when the ancestors told me to create my fertility juju deck, y'all. And they gave me everything. They gave me the pictures, the meaning, everything. So I'm up in the midnight hour because that's when the ancestors really, really like to move in the midnight hour. So in the midnight hour, I'm creating, y'all. I'm creating. That's where a lot of babies are made in the midnight hour. You know what I'm saying? So I birthed my deck. I finished it. I sent it off to the printer, and I was like, okay, cool. I didn't think too much of it. Like I felt that completion, like, okay, it's done. And then I couldn't sleep after that. When I got the deck, I what they call interviewing the deck. I interviewed the deck and I just kept going to sleep. But I kept getting awakened over and over, y'all. Over and every single night in the midnight hour. And what I found out was that creation wasn't done. It was not done, y'all. So I'm like, okay, what else y'all want me to do? And they're like, well, we didn't just create this fertility juju deck just to create it. You know what I'm saying? Um, you made it for Juju Mamas. So I was like, yeah, but I didn't want to be seen. I'm coming out of the spiritual closet. I ain't going to church no more, but I got all these gifts. The ancestors are talking to me. They showing me my next step, but I wasn't moving. One day I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna move on this. So I went on TikTok and I did my very first read, and I got over that fear of being seen, fear of being judged. And the people that I was most afraid of was the people that I used to go to church with. I was like, what would they think about me? It wasn't my family. It was people I went to church with. What would they think about me? Who am I, to do this? But I did it. I went viral, y'all. I went viral so fast. When they talk about timeline shifting and quantum leaping, that's exactly what I did. Just because I said yes, just because I was like, fuck it. You know, I have to be who I am. And there's different versions of who I am. You still I am that I am, but there's different versions of who you are, y'all. And by you saying yes, by you doing it scared anyway, by you knowing that, it's gonna be a lot of people talking about you about this, but you know what? They was talking about me, and lives were being shifted. My life was being shifted first. So when your womb starts to shift, when your life starts to shift, know that simultaneously other people's timelines are quantumly leaping as you said yes to your quantum leap, your timeline shift, your womb shift. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I went viral. People started asking me, do I do readings?